Okay, welcome to your exercise for CSS topic. So for this CSS exercise, we are going or you are going to replicate what I have on the screen, which is a sign up form. As you can see, we have sign up and some text. We are going to ask for the first name, for the last name, the email, the password, and of course, confirm password. Then we have the sign up button. Okay, and then some bottom text here, some terms and conditions and privacy policy. Of course, these are not clickable. And already have an account login here for the footer. So how are we going to do it? Yeah, that's your problem. Just kidding. This is a challenge for you to be able to replicate. If you want to have some hint, I'm going to show two levels of hint. One is for the HTML itself, and then another one is for the CSS. So please pause for a while if you want to do the challenge by yourself. And if you want to have some hint, as I have said, then you may continue watching because the first hint that I'm going to do or I'm going to give is for the HTML. Yeah, there you have it. So, yeah, please pause or press pause so that you can work with it. And if you want to have some hint again, just resume. Okay, so I guess you have a great challenge in the HTML or the CSS, I do not know. But for the HTML hint, here is the hint. So I have created a container. Yeah. And then I have a form wrap for the entirety of the form. I have a div. And then I have here the sign up and it's free. Sign up is being tagged as heading 1. And of course, they are centered. You take care of that on the CSS, of course. Then we have a form or we have the form group. So for the entirety of the form, we have a form group. So this is a form group. This is a form group. First name and the label or the label and the text box is a form group. The label and the text box is another form group, as you can see. So these are the infos for the label and for the text. And then, yeah, it's pretty much the same. Values are being different and of course the name and the ID. Okay? And below, we have the sign up button. So, button type submit, class btn, sign up, as you can see. And then we have some bottom text. Let me refresh this one. And of course, we have some footer. Already on that account, log in here. So, make the effects for this under the CSS and of course the styling. So, I guess that's it for the HTML. If you want to have a clue for the CSS file, of course, you may continue. But for the meantime, if you want to challenge yourself and replicate the CSS, you may press pause. And again, the hint will be discussed in a few seconds. Okay, so for the CSS, let me just scroll up. And as you can see, I have used a font from Google. So it's called Railway. So this is how you are going to import it. Yeah, the link under the title. And then of course some style or the CSS styling. So we have an asterisk for the reset. So we've been using this for quite some time. You may want to add border box for box sizing. So padding does not affect the width. Yeah, you must do that. And of course, you have to reset the margin and the padding. For the body of the entire HTML5, we have the background color as 344A72. And of course, the font or the hyperlink. Yeah, we have to put some effects because underlined links are ugly. And then for the container, margin, auto, and left and right will center a black element. So margin auto on left and right, yeah, it will be centering the element. And may want to add some padding. Of course, max width for some responsiveness. Yeah. Form wrap, this is the white area around the form. There you have it. And heading and so on and so forth. The H1 and the paragraph, this one, center alignment. For the form group, each label input is wrapped in the form group again. First name and of course the label and then the text box will be wrapped in a form group. So this is a form group, this is a form group, and you might want to put some margins in between the form group. Label should be turned into a black element. Of course, I do not want the text box to be sitting beside the first name or the label. I want the label to be a black element so that the next element will be pushed down. You can use BR, but of course it is not great for this kind of example. We have used BR so that you can see and you will know how to use BR, but again, standard way of doing this will be using black element. And of course, input should read across the form wrap 100% and have some padding. And of course, for the button, button should drop across 100%, as you can see, and display as black. Display as black. Yeah, for the entirety. And of course, the background color will be 49C1A2. For the hover effect, as you can see, we have this color. And of course, bottom text is smaller. You might want to change those. Footer should also be centered. And yeah, the color link is 49C1A2. That's it. So, if you want to show the solution, we are going to discuss the solution on our class. But as far as the HTML and the CSS hint, this is all the hints that I can give you. So, good luck with the challenge. I hope you can do it this time. Thank you, and let's have feedback when we return to our class.